Are you a parent? Do you live in San Antonio? Are you thinking of moving to San Antonio? Are you trying to figure out how to entertain your kids and keep them occupied? Hi, I'm Kim. I'm a local realtor and mom of 3, and today I'm going over some of our family's favorites. Now, San Antonio, like any city, has all the classic standbys like Six Flags, Chuck E. Cheese, SeaWorld, playgrounds, neighborhood kids just playing in the street and everything. But I wanted to go over some things that are unique to San Antonio. And so first, I wanted to go over, by the way, this is no means an exhaustive list. If there's anything I left out that is worth a mention, please leave it in the comments. Always looking for somewhere new. First would be the outdoor activities. Here in San Antonio, we have some long summers, some mild winters, so definitely be spending a lot of time outside. First up would be the water parks, and we have SCHLITTERBAHN has some really big water slides, real intense water slides, and then they open starting in March, and we have the JW Hill Country Resort and Spa, and they have their own water park, and you can get day passes there. And they have a lazy river, they have like a beach entry with sand, you have waiters that will come and take your order, and they will bring you a drink. There's a section for kids, section for adults, water slides, and another spot you can take your kids is HEMISFAIR Park, and your kids could like spend the whole day here. Like, it's just right by the Tower of the Americas, and it has a huge, like, just sprawling playground with sections for little kids, for bigger kids. They have like a giant chess set, they have a splash pad to cool off during those warmer months, there's a cafe, there's an ice cream spot, there's like a huge sandbox, there's even a chicken coop. And another spot to check out would be, we have all these festivals that go on here in San Antonio. It just seems like there's always something going on. We have like 10-day stock show and rodeo going on in February. We have like a 10-day fiesta festival around March. We have our Dia de los Muertos right around Halloween and around Christmas time. It just seems like there's so many different events going on, and some of them will even have a snowmaking machine. So the kids won't miss out on snow living here in South Texas. And if you're looking for something a little more Western, the TEJAS RODEO, they're open from March through November. And if your kids are up for it, they're of the right age, they have something called mutton busting. So it's like a kid version of the bucking bronchos type thing. So the kids will be riding on sheep, and the sheep are trying to buck them off. And the kids are wearing helmets, they're given helmets for this, protective gear. And it's recommended you put your kids in long sleeves and pants for this, but it's definitely a sight to see. Oh, and we also have the Guadalupe River for tubing, which is a nice way to cool off in the summer months. So it's about a 2 to 3 hour tubing right around the bend in a river. So you end up right back, like a bend in the river. So you end up about a 5-minute walk from where you started. So real convenient if you're looking to rent a tube and you have to return it. And like people will bring food, they'll play music, and it's a relaxing time. If you're looking to do some boating or you're just looking to spend a day at the lake, we have the Canyon Lake is a popular spot, and they have beaches there. There's a playground. People will grill some food. I do recommend if you're going to go, to take a canopy and bring some water shoes. And if you are looking more for that kind of like a smaller lake, we have WOODLAWN Lake, and that's where you can feed the ducks, and they have a little playground. You can go for a jog around the lake, and the ice cream truck will come by. Oh, and get this, I haven't seen this in a lot of other cities, but here in San Antonio, a lot of restaurants will have like a playground for the kids to play while the adults relax, enjoy themselves, have a drink. A lot of these places will have live music. Just everybody's having a great time, enjoying themselves. Oh, and if the weather isn't the greatest, there's definitely plenty of indoor activities. One of our family's favorites, our 4-year-old is always asking for one of the indoor trampoline parks. The kids could spend hours here just jumping, having a blast, and our favorite would be the Brush Fun Park. Like, they even have a maze inside. They have ball pits. They have a spot for little kids, and they have food there as well. Oh, and another spot would be the museum, and your kids could just spend all day there and maybe even learn something too. Like, they just have all these activities, all these things kids can do. They can pretend they're a pilot or shopping groceries, doing grown-up stuff. Or there's another section with remote-controlled robots. There's a section with building things. There's an outdoor section. There's a section with balls and tubes, and that one's always popular. So these are some of our family's favorite activities in San Antonio, and definitely by no means an exhaustive list. Just the best of the best, I guess you could say. Definitely worth checking out. Definitely worth looking into if you have kids, if you live in the area, if you're thinking to move here. One thing we definitely love about San Antonio is it just feels real inclusive of families, and there's just so many things to do for kids. A lot of things were designed with kids in mind. All those restaurants that with a playground. There's an interesting restaurant we haven't checked out yet called Magic Time Machine. It's meant for kids. Like even the churches, they will have a child care center broken up by age. So your kids can have a good time and you can relax and enjoy the service. And like our mega church Summit, they even have a carousel inside the church for your kids to go on after service. So there's just so much going on, so much to do with your kids. If you are looking to move to the area, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. And if there's any videos I can do to help you out, please let me know. I'm here to help.